Alright, today's our final part video. We're going to make the mallet handles you see here and the mallet head. And so we're going to make a new part here. So come up here to iPro and select New Part, Standard.ipt. And to make the mallet handle, we're going to have an extrusion, which is this long piece right here. We're going to chamfer the ends, make them a little more rounded. And then we're going to place a thread on this end down here. So first step is to make the shape itself. Create a 2D sketch, the X and Y plane. And we're going to make a circle. And that circle is 5/8 of an inch. If you don't know what that decimal is, you can just type in 5/8 and the computer will do the math for you, which that comes out to be 0.625, as you can see there in our dimension line. So finish that sketch, and then we're going to extrude that a total of 8 inches. So change your number here to 8, click OK, and here's your mallet handle. Now we're going to chamfer the ends, so we select chamfer right up here in the center of your screen, C-H-A-M-F-E-R, and we're going to click on this end here, and we're going to click on the other end. Now we're going to change this distance to be 0.0625. 0.0625. And then click OK on that, and notice you have a little bit of rounded end here. Now we're going to place the final piece here, the thread, so that it'll screw into the mallet handle or mallet head, as you can see right here. So to put the thread on there, we come up back up here to chamfer, go over one button to thread. As you can see, it shows you how to put a thread on the inside of a cap there. We're going to put it on the handle here. So click thread. Now it wants to know what face do we want to apply this to. And notice that it's checked for full length. That's okay. We can go ahead and do that. And notice it turns the whole piece threaded. Well, we don't want the whole thing threaded. So uncheck full length. And down here where it says length, put 0.625. Okay, and select apply. And there's our mallet handle with a thread on the end. So I'm going to color all of this. If you want to color that, some people asked last time to select more than one thing over here. You click it once, hold shift, and then click your other things that you want. Change that up here to whatever color you want it to be. We'll change ours to, let's see, about a silver mallet. That looks pretty cool. All right, we're going to save that. This is going into the pegboard folder, and this is the mallet handle. Okay, M-A-L-L-E-T, handle, H-A-N-D-L-E. Click save, so there's that. And I also need to make the mallet head. Now this one's a little more complicated. So we're going to make a new part. Excuse me. Standard.ipt. And we're going to make a sketch. Now, you're thinking this is round, so we're going to use circle, but we're actually going to use the revolve feature. So we're going to use rectangle. Now we're going to make a rectangle that is 0.875 wide, 0.875. We're going to tab over, and we're going to have a height of 3. So our rectangle, when finished, should be 0.875 by 3. All right. Now, we're going to also add some circles here to make the rounded, these cutout pieces right here. We're going to use a circle to do that. So the first thing we want to do is select circle. And somewhere on this line, closer to the top, don't put it all the way at the top, somewhere toward the top, we're going to click, and we're going to make a 0.25 inch circle, quarter of an inch, 0.25. There's our circle. We're going to come down here and make another one a little bit lower, toward the bottom, 0.25. All right. Now, last two things we have left to do. We're going to move these circles to where we want them. So select dimension, click the center point, and the top corner of the rectangle. Oops, I selected the line there. Drag out and click. This should be 0.5. Same thing down here at the bottom. Select the corner and the center point. Click 0.5. Make sure you're getting that center point. If you click on the line, it's going to have you do something different. So we got to do one other thing here. We got to trim these outside edges. So select trim and cut the outside part of the circle. And then cut the inside diameter lines right here. So you open that circle up. Alright, once you've trimmed those pieces right there, we're going to finish the game, or finish the sketch. And we're going to revolve this whole piece, automatically selected, around this axis. So click on this line right here. And there's our rounded piece. Now, next thing we need to do is we're also going to chamfer the top and bottom of this. So select chamfer, click the top edge here, and the top edge here. And we can leave those, I believe, on 0.125. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, we'll leave those on 0.125. So go ahead and hit OK. And there is your chamfer. Now, the last thing we got to do is we got to put a hole right here in the center. So we did that with the Coke can. We projected a plane. We're going to do that again here. So we're going to come over here to the origin file or origin folder. We're going to press the plus button right here. We're going to click on plane, which is the orange and white box up here. And then we'll click the YZ plane, and it projects that plane right there. We want to click here on the front to project a plane out in front of it. And then we're going to make a sketch on this new plane we just projected. So create 2D sketch and select this upper right corner here. It's going to turn it on the side. That's fine. If you have these crosshairs right here, these X and Y axis right here, that's great because all you need to do is put your point right there in the center. Okay. If you don't have those lines showing up, you may have drawn it a different way. You want to find the center point. Okay, and you can do that by projecting the geometry. So you can click Project Geometry and select these lines, and that'll help you find the center point. But if you got those lines right there, that's the center point. So finish up the sketch, and now all we got to do is select Hole. We got to change a few things around here. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here at the very bottom with the drill type, and we're going to select the third one, a tapped hole right here. And that's going to bring up a sub menu down here. All of this is going to stay the same except for size. You're going to change that to 0.625. It's up here toward the top. And then you're going to change these two numbers right here. This number is going to be 0.875. Whoops, 0.875. And then this number down here is going to be 0.625. So 0.875 in the top number, 0.625 in the bottom number, and select OK. And there's our threaded hole. And remember, to get rid of this work plane, we just right click on work plane and uncheck visibility. So then I'm just going to highlight all this stuff here, color it all in. We'll make it silver just like the handle. I'll scroll down here and select my silver one. And there we go. Save that as Mallethead. And you are finished for the day. Mallethead 16. And that concludes this video.